Car was good getting in, big time right rear getting off, so that just killed momentum on a track like that. So track will definitely come to it. So sucks to go back one, but we're in the feature, and yeah, that's really all. It would enter in fine and stuff like that, but there was just too much grip on the racetrack, and it just get on the right rear.
Yeah, it looked like it was on the right rear.
Yeah. So
you might have pitched it in a couple times too.
Yeah.
But other than that.
So yeah, tried a few different things to try to just keep it rotating once I got to the center, but really the best thing for it was just to arc way out and then make the corner as big as possible. Right. And then that was probably about the best time, but Rando was already by at that point, so it's gonna be all right. Big.
We start up front, we finish up front.
Yeah. Yeah, like, the car was better if I don't know the track came to it, or I don't know if you changed tires or not, but
We literally went out.
it came out a little bit. The same kind of situation. It didn't get on the right rear crazy hard, but like, still you're tight enough in the good stuff and not really. Like, you gotta use the whole track to get it done. So, I just think that's the nature of the track. There probably wasn't anybody that was more than a couple cars.
I would say Morgan was the only one that came up. Like, I think we started 22nd and finished 16th. But other than that, there wasn't anybody that really moved that I noticed.
I mean, we were a shitload better than
The 319,
Black 319.
they were all over the fucking place.
And like, we almost got jumped.
Yeah, what's their fault?
I think he came to, well, that too. I wouldn't call that completely jumped. I just had to be cautious around that. But no, down in turns 1 and 2, I don't know if he caught a rut or what, but like, it was like he came to a stop. And I freaking whipped it.
Yeah.
I was like it happened. Like, he was going so slow. It was like, it's kind of scary. Right? But yeah, no, I mean, I just track like that.
How was the car okay though?
Yeah, so a little bit snug, but you have to be a little bit snug because, you know, the straightaways and stuff were getting slicking up, and, you know, entry was getting a little bit slick, so I can't really tell you how it be better, really. I just swing the back stuff to help get drive off, which kind of hurts you too because there's so much damn mud coming off that corner.
Right.
So like, again, trying to get to 319, I'm sorry, trying to, you know, just stay high enough above them. There's times where he's thinking pops up 2 lanes, and I'm like, right, I'm out here in no man's land in the mud doing this. I saw the car keep showing me those and stuff, but I'm like, I just gotta get by this dude.
Right.
I'm trying to
What you got by him?
20th place.
You walked away.
Yeah.
You know, so it was.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna race this hard for 20th place. Not like her.
Yeah.
But we're back far enough. Once it doesn't matter. Right. No, I'm like, I'm just gonna pass this when he's not.
I get it.
Man, there was a couple times where like, God dang, that was close.
I'm answering no, man. Like, you knew what's gonna be much passing.
Hogan wanted to when he had a chance. Like, yeah, it's just bad circumstances on the first stuff. Like, you know, I feel like we were in a position to make some moves and stuff, and then it just race the field or whatever. Get choked up, getting out of the gas, whatever.
When you got by the 319, you can actually run not the bottom, but like the lower part of the middle. That was the fastest lap you fucking like. It was awesome.
And I don't know, because it's hard to pay attention, especially like when the 319 is directly in front of me, but I feel like when I cleared them, it seemed like, again, it was the X15 again. I don't know who all they're racing, but I feel like I made fairly good time.
You were closing in on it.
Yeah.
You know,
It seemed like
I thought we needed a caution.
Yeah.
You know, like, so, I mean, I'm happy with how everything went. Like, you know, first time out was we made the feature. Second time out, made the feature, stay on the lead lap. Now this time, our next goal is the top 10. You know, like, I'm treating it like baby steps, like, you're a rookie driver. I know you're not. But, like, until we get our communication down, we really feel each other, I think this is the best way. So don't have expectations to go through the fucking roof. Like, I'm not expecting you to roll off fucking 3 wins by the end of the season. I'm not saying we can't.
He might not, but I do. No.
I'm not saying we can't.
No, I think they do pretty good. You're going to have nights like this where there's so much passing.
There's nothing.
And even if, say, Rando didn't get by me on the race, I think we still would have been in the same spot. Like,
We would have been one spot down.
okay, so
Yeah.
it's just the nature of the weekend, I guess. I mean, it sucks to say that, but it's sad that I was hoping to grab the off.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, when the track you slick off, you're gonna fall in love with slick tracks by the time we're said and done.
Oh, I can tell because I was surprised with how I could roll the middle, just keeping speed and keeping the wheel straight or whatever.
Yeah.
Like the thing was pretty good. Like,
Our focus.
I was like, I know it's not super slick, but like this thing, I feel like this has way more grip than it should in that part of the racetrack.
Right.
Like it had so much grip that I didn't even want to move up because I'm running 85 to 90% throttle running through that part, and I'm like, I know moving up the part lane wide open isn't going to do anything.
Right, you just footage.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I was pretty happy with how it was driving through Green Bull, right in the middle of the racetrack where you should be.
I mean, if you remember, back a couple of years, there was a guy named, what's his name, the 15 guy, Donnie Schatz. Like, he used to roll pretty good through the middle wherever he went, and I don't know if you know this now, but he happened to be on a fucking chain. So, I mean, the middle's always gonna be there. Like, to me, middle is high for, like, everybody else's high is our middle. Or, when we roll the middle, that's our high. Like, I don't like seeing the car on off the cushion. I know if you have to do it, you have to do it. If that's the fast way to do it, have at it. But to me, grab footage, we're going to be just as good in the middle as the guys running the top. And
yeah, you got to be a hell of a lot faster up there.
Yes, like you got to change gear, like just to have the mile per hour.
Yeah, and then you got to wind her up.
Yes, it takes a lap or two, or.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where we finished, nowhere near the front, but that's better than I thought. But like, what are you gonna do? I don't know.
No passing. One lane, well, not one lane, but it's everybody's fast.
I mean, I'll go back and watch the video. There's probably some different moves I could have made, but like,
the only thing I wish you would have done once, which I don't know if you had the opportunity, just where we were sitting at the pit stands, like you get that big run on him coming out of four, just cross him over. Just shove it under him. Then I'm like, man, like I saw you do the shove, or like you went down there one time, and I think you hit grease because it shot all the way up the fucking track. Like it might have been warming up or lining up or something. Like so I was like, man, like
no, I feel like I could have done it, but like, okay, so I think the instance that you're talking about, I had a good enough run, kind of thought about it, and then I was like, no. So the lap before, right 2 laps before that, whatever, I was running the bottom catching him, and I came in there, and that's when he parked the damn thing.
Right.
So I'm like, if I run in there with speed and he tries to hug me down or whatever and then parks the thing, I'm just gonna stick hook right over. But I would have loved to have a crossover move and stuff, just because 1 and 2 is good enough on the bottom where they're running, and there was, I don't know if you can see from clear over here, but there's big old brick patches that as soon as you get to them, man, you're like this. So yeah. But yeah, I would love to. If that thing was, it felt like, I don't know if it was, but running the bottom down there, that thing felt good.
Like honestly, that's what I'm saying. Like if you would have started up front, you would have finished up front. Like that was. It all came down to we qualified too good. I hate saying it like that, but
well, after Fremont last week, it feels good to say that we qualified too good.
Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't like playing that game, but I like having my fate in my hands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that way you control your destiny. It's not, how this front row starts.
Well, it's not like, you have a stopwatch.
It's not like you're like, oh, I gotta hold up. It's just, like, I don't put the car in full kill and qualify. I just don't, because... Right. But then you get buried, and, it's just...
Oh, no, I will say, because I wanted to talk to you about that, and I don't know if it's the change of the racetrack, because the bumps weren't so aggressive with Green Bull, but it never really died on the right rear that time. I mean, it get to it and get tight, but it's supposed to.
But it didn't, I didn't see the left front bobble, I didn't see the left front get, like, floaty.
Yeah, no. At no time in the seat was I like, damn, this is picking up the left front.
So, we'll talk about that off camera, but...
Are you done?
Yeah. didn't overdrive the car, that would have been a second place.
What's that?
If I didn't overdrive the car, that
That was my comment. Like, when you slowed down the last 3 laps, you fucking pulled away from Miller.
Yeah.
Like, you just, like I tell you, like, you can't over hustle the car. She doesn't like it. But once you stop doing it, it was fine.
Yeah, once he got by me, and because I had shoved out over that, carrying too much speed,
Like,
I was like, as soon as you get up just past the apex out there, you're kind of skating through the wall. So I was like, even though it's good enough to run that hard in,
you got to give up.
lift, get turned, and then get.
Well, like I said, I'd rather you give up a little bit on entry to get the better exit, because we know we're going to outdrive everybody off the exit. You know, so if you give up a little bit so you can hit that shit down there, we're going to be 10 times better.
Oh,
like, you know, like, you just got to be more patient with it getting in, because I mean, you're literally like completely sideways in the center, like at apex, like where we were at the point where we didn't know if you were spinning out or what was going to happen.
Yeah.
And then you would take off. Like, if you just, with the last 3 laps, you stopped doing that and you drove it in normal, you didn't.
Yeah, just back up the corner and let the car do what it wants
like,
to do.
she's going to do it. Like, she will take care of you if you take care of her.
Yeah.
Like, so it's, but other than that, like, how was the car? Like, a little free off of 4? Or was it I can't see what's down there, so.
No, it's kind of the same situation down here. You know, you're having to get lower. So same kind of a deal. You just got to be a little bit more patient, turn the car down, just get you launched down there. Both corners are almost exactly the same. It's a little bit more forgiving down there than over here. Because over here, as soon as you push up out of the grip, you're just skating all the way to the wall, and then you're on the straightaway and down. So yeah, there's just nothing but wheel spin out there because you're wide open, getting launched off the bottom. But
70, 75.
75.
34. Okay, so 75. So we took 500 out. It didn't look bad other than the pitching. I refer to that as a pitch. I mean, it just, I don't know what the real term for it is, but to me that's a pitch.
Yeah.
Because, like, give up a little bit on entry.
Yeah, as soon as I quit hustling, I could feel it. It was making better time.
Yeah. And I know it sounds stupid, it's counterintuitive to everything you know as a race car driver. But you don't see Donnie Schatz hustling a J&J. You know what I mean? Like, you don't. Sheldon looks like he is, but if you actually watch his hands, he's not. You know what I mean? Like, it's a J&J characteristic. The smoother you are, the more she reacts. Like, the more bite she's going to give you.
Well, and to counteract that too, when you get in that pitch mode, you're hitting roll right phase so hard, they're already trying to get on the right rear for the drive off. So it just exponentializes that. So like what surprised me, because I was a little bit nervous to start backing it up, and I was like, I'm just going to do whatever I got to do to hit that grip, no matter if I got to freaking park it and turn it into a grip, which I didn't have to.
Right.
But like, I was surprised with backing it up and how it would go, because like there in the grip or whatever, felt like I was having to force it over there, because as soon as it was getting the grip, I was over like this and then shoving out there. So it was just too much speed for the car.
Yeah. Slower is faster.
Yeah, I know. That just sucks.
I know. We're all right, though, bud. We're all right. Give me some love. We're all right.
2025 so far.
Well,
We're good.
I just simply.
What's that? It was just that initial start going into one.
Yeah. Checked up and came into a lot of the 51, you know. So it's
And a third finals this year. That's on it.
What
I
you
mean, I didn't do anything after that.
well, but you're running the lap fast clutch. Come on, how you did it? When you moved up to the middle, you were really good up to the middle. Like you actually like gained a lot of ground on the middle. Like
Yeah, it felt better in the middle, but it's hard to tell too. Like, did Millennium just get choked up, and that's why I ran him down or not? I feel like I probably should have been there instead.
no, it's all right.
Just trying to keep pace and get the hard. Just don't get that.
Like-
I'll get better, but I get that.
But you did. You know what I mean? Like you got better and better. You look like you're getting more comfortable.
Yeah.
Because your lap times are picking up at the end. I'm guessing when we look, it's going to be later in the race when we run our fastest lap. Like my car didn't look out of shape other than the first lap, first corner. Like, because I saw the left rear, I don't know if it got off the ground, but it looked like it did.
Yeah, it probably did. I mean, I slowed down a little much.
Yeah.
It's more than that.
I know.
That was just all me, just trying to be and I don't know if it's the motor and stuff on me both times. So anyway, they didn't me do it. You know, trying to take off, and the car gets to be a little bit. I'm like, okay, I'll get back to the next corner, and then they all park it. And I'm like, that's bizarre. No, that was maybe that was all me. I'll be the first to admit.
Our had plenty of drive.
Yeah,
I think we're okay. We just got, like me and your dad were talking, like basically catch you up to the car.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
for sure.
I mean, buddy, you're not going to do it overnight. Like, I know, like, you're not that rusty, but to hop in something like this, it's not, like, you almost need these 10 races just to get back on par with the car.
Well,
You know,
I gotta, like when I was able to hold the middle, I was able to, not,
Pinch it down so hard.
yeah, I don't know what I came in from my head, but I can't freaking see the back of the corner. So, like this middle section, they just can't read the speed and keep the car straight. Like it's probably been better if I could have been not settling and done this. I mean, just because it's just to the 70 and on the middle over here, you had to work the track to get back outside.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, normally it feels good. It's back up. I guess it's inside. Yeah,
We drove
yeah,
back.
that was all me.
We drove back forward. I mean,
Yeah, golly, I need to get free back to 12.
we went back to 12th and yeah, like 12th or 13th.
And that's really a few cars. Yeah.
But we're all right. You didn't even worry about it.
I don't think I have.
You're all right.
Really? $16.